Hi, are you struggling to read your ketone levels? You fool.
Tired of being forced to write long equations just to get an idea of where you're at?
Put that notebook down and pick up the KetoMojo Ketometer.
Out of everything that I've been sent to test this week, a ketone blood meter is what I was most excited to try out. When you're in keto, when you're starting keto, having your measurements for your ketones is vital. It is 100% vital. And I used to use the disposable pee strips. You pee on them and they give you kind of a sort of a broad range of where you might be in different kind of a color scale, and it just doesn't work. It's very imprecise and it can be affected by too many things. When you're using blood, it is very precise. KetoMojo sent me this ketone and blood glucose measuring meter, and it came with a couple things of their strips that you use, and then the lancet, which pokes your finger and allows you to extract that blood. It took me a little bit of time to figure out how to work it all, and that might just be a function of my ADHD or whatever. I'm not good at following directions or even reading directions. All right, guys, you're gonna get everything unboxed first. Inside the box is going to be a case to carry it, the meter itself, a lancet, and your ketone testing strips. So this is important, guys. Your ketone testing strips have a unique code, right? You can see it on there. It also comes with what looks like a little flash drive. Before you open a new batch of the strips, you are going to insert this mini flash drive looking thing in the top. It's going to read it. It's going to give you the code to confirm, 815. It's the same batch. Now we're good to go. You're going to do this with every batch. So, you don't do it frequently, but you do have to do it. It has to know which batch it's coming from. Okay, now the fun part. We're going to remove one of our ketone strips. This side down, always facing you. Now, this little line here at the top, this is where the blood's going to go. Let's go ahead and do a little prick ski. For this guy, you're going to have a bag full of these blue lancets. It's very sharp. Be careful. You're just going to put it, kind of nestle it in the top here, like so. It's not going to go in perfectly, but it doesn't matter because this is going to go inside of it. Lid goes on. This little guy snaps over, and now I've got an adjustment here that adjusts how far the needle pokes out. I usually do it kind of high up. I just, I don't like messing around. From that point, you will pull this, bloop, that cocks it, that loads it. It's yellow, now it's ready to roll. All you do is push this, and you're good to go. Okay, now the fun part. Always put the test strip in first, kind of initializes it, and then you're ready. If you do blood first and then meter, it doesn't work. So don't waste your strips. Now, the exciting part. That was it. We're going to get a little blood. We are going to place it to the line. Always as a countdown. This is reading the blood. 2.6. Perfect. Just like that. That's how easy it is. Now you just dispose of it, throw it away, automatically turns off to save battery, and you have a very accurate reading of your ketone levels. It recommends replacing these blue pieces every time, but you only get, I think, 15 or 20 with the kit itself, so it's just not practical to do that. If you're the only one using it, I would just rinse it off with water and then make sure to dry it really well. I had an issue yesterday where after I'd rinsed it off and washed it, every time I'd pull it back and the lancet would shoot out, little water droplets would actually get onto my skin and then onto the tip of this, and it was diluting my blood. It was diluting my sample, so my readings were off by quite a bit a lot of the time yesterday. So make sure that there's no water, no contaminants, wash your hands, just common sense stuff, but Yeah, I would reuse these. Rinse it off, throw it back in there. Boom, good to go. And obviously you can throw this guy away. Magic. Magic. This is gonna be the second time through this review. The first time I had gum in my mouth and the sound was driving me crazy, so gotta redo it. That shit is annoying. Anywho, the KetoMojo has been an absolute game changer for me. I'm used to kind of guessing where I'm at based on net carbs and assuming that the foods that I make have the correct carb count. This takes all the guesswork out of it, to be completely honest. So when you are testing yourself, you know what your baseline is, you know what you're at, say in the morning when you first wake up, once you've fasted, usually overnight, right? Unless you're somebody who wakes up and eats snacks, which I used to do all the time. So what I did was I went through my normal day of eating, and after every time I ate, I tested my ketone levels, usually half an hour and then an hour afterwards, to see where they spiked, where they dropped, so I can kind of make sure things I'm eating are in fact keto. I cannot stress enough how vital it is to have something that measures your ketone level accurately, especially if you're just starting keto, and it's very important to stay within the range that you need to be in. This is even more important. Having said that, this is the only glucose blood testing keto system I've ever tried. I tried it because it got the best reviews and it was the highest rated. It is extremely accurate based on the testing I've done, and it's very simple to use. I'm not really sure what else you're looking for. And in the interest of full disclosure, because that's the only way I roll, after I fell in love with the product and used it for a day, I contacted KetoMojo for an affiliate program. So I am going to be providing my affiliate link, which gets you 15% off this device. Guys, if you're going on keto, if you're on keto and you don't have a blood glucose keto meter, get one. It doesn't matter if it's KetoMojo or anybody else. Obviously, I'd like you to get this one. But anything, you need something to measure. It needs to be tangible. You need to be able to see it, mark it down, record it, know where you're at, know where you're going, know where you've been. Very important, guys. So, just full disclosure. Buy this keto meter. Yeah! Seriously, it's fucking awesome.